it doesn't go without saying that the social environment impacts the design of thinking. The social environment impacts the design of neurological function. The social environment creates the experience. The social environment grants us with the prerequisite knowledge or the prior learning paradigms in order to facilitate how we grasp information now. For example, the sensory neurons, touch, taste, smell, hearing, sight. These are sensory neurons that send signals to the brain. When these sensory neurons pick up the sound through a wave and the sight, in combination, it creates a different chemical property in the brain. This chemical property can be liked to stimulate another biochemical feedback process in the body. Music is important here because nowadays, when you look at our videos that we watch, you see the strip club music, as I was alluding to in an earlier presentation, in addition to the beats or rhythms that are liking to the algorithmic pattern in thought. So as these beats are consistent to the liking of the pattern of thought, you still have the motion, the visual aid of the strip club, right? So now your senses are picking up two different vibrations. One is hearing, one is seeing, stimulating a physiological response because it's tapping into the libido or the pleasure principle in the brain. Tapping into that pleasure principle in the brain is making the body want it. Thus could stimulate, an addiction. Perhaps. Let's take that same paradigm of thinking and engage it in creating the social environment that we would like to see. I'm sure I can ask everyone the question. We want to create an environment where violence permeates behavior. We want to create an environment where criminality permeates the behavior. What resources do we have to use as social programming tools to assure this desired outcome? We have music, we have television, we have books, we even have the billboards, we have diet, because diet is directly related to taste, another sensory neuron. On the inverse, if we wanted to create an environment where there's peace, situated an environment where social wellness is attributed, we have all of those things as well. Financial stability is an item that can come out of the necessary processes that go into long-term development. What you would like to see many years from now. What you would like to see not only being established for yourself, but through intergenerational transmission. If you had to make a list of the books that you would want your children to read, what would be on that list? If you needed to make a list of the ideas or the information from certain schools of thought that you want your children to have, what would be on that list? I have a binder that I'm creating now, for these purposes. And I'm putting certain information into the book that I would like my children to be aware of. I was asked a question, if everyone lives on your block looks like you, but the people who own your corner store doesn't look like you, how do you feel? I say I feel as if I'm not organizing the people on my block for financial stability along those lines. So that should be something I should be looking into. But this is not the average thought that goes into our social paradigm. So when we talk about, social literacy, and we speak about how social literacy impacts not only our current situation, but how social literacy impacts future situations, I'm only saying what other cultures of people apparently have known for a while, or, and I have to personalize this just a little bit, or my culture may have forgotten. So here's the reminder. Think about it.